Welcome back to the Jimmy Mullen podcast. I'm your host, Jimmy Mullen, and today doing another video call episode with my boy Kyle Mohn, KGR. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, there we go.
The amount of moans I've heard.
I didn't want to go that. I didn't want to say that just in case. Yeah. This is Kyle Mohn. This is Kyle. He runs a YouTube channel called Kyle's Game Room, or now KGR. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
I'm a man child that never grew up, so I still collect a lot of action figures. For a channel called Kyle's Game Room, it primarily just focuses on action figures. I play a little bit of video games. I'm not very good at them, but I like Mario, Sonic, Crash. I don't play Call of Duty, no Fortnites, no Overwatches, no nothing. I'm a mascot player.
Hey man, I'm in the same boat, so you're totally fine. To each their own.
Yeah.
How you been doing though?
I've been alive. I've been making $11 an hour working at a video game store, which is almost like a dream job.
Is that the minimum wage where you are? Or
the minimum wage is like $7.25, I think.
Oh, okay.
But even then, $11 an hour
it's
ain't
like
shit.
I think it went up to
that
15
might pay rent
in New York, but it's like the same amount.
Dude, that's
basically.
nuts, dude.
Yeah, but like everything in New York is like dumb expensive. So
True.
Yeah.
And also like anything around here is like 15 an hour is like part time anyway. So like I can't even make a living off that.
Yeah. Oh well. Guess you just keep going and all that.
Sadly.
So I was gonna ask you a little bit about your startup with YouTube, because I think I can't remember when I found your channel and how I found it. I think one of your videos just popped up in my recommended videos or something like that, and I think I was just intrigued by like your old intro music. And,
oh yeah.
And I think one of the first videos I saw was a comparison you did between like a real and fake Sonic Nendoroid. That might have been one of the first videos I saw.
Like the fake Sonic Nendoroid is like the thing that blew me up on YouTube for a bit, because there was no info on it, because I saw a listing for Sonic Nendoroid in China, and I'm like, let me look for bootlegs. I never found bootlegs, so I was like, okay, I'll be the first to report on it. But that was like some of my earliest content to actually blow up my channel. So before that, I made my channel in like 2009. It was just my first and last name and 01. And I'm like, oh, that's an account. And I just posted videos with friends just to have fun with it, just because I could. And then in my senior year of high school, I was 18 at this point, Beyblade Metal Fusion was coming back. I'm like, you know what? I'm finding some Beyblade YouTubers, and I like their stuff, so I'm going to make some Beyblade videos myself with some heavy metal music in the background to make myself look cool. Man. And then after high school, I graduated. I didn't go to college. I didn't get any other job, really, because I was doing like a flea market outlet every Saturday, and then sometimes work at a winery, like super duper part-time. But for the most part, I had like so much free time, so I just decided, let's just post videos and just see what happens. So I would cover like figure news, gaming-related news, and then do other videos that are very nerd-centric. And then the Sonic Nendoroid thing blew up, and then I posted other videos later of like, I don't know, some other gameplays, because like, I used to watch Let's Players too, so I'm like, oh, I want to do Let's Plays, so I bought that equipment and upgraded from there. And I first did no commentary because I had no mic, and I was also hating my voice at the time. And
as we
after
all do.
that. Yeah. Then eventually got a green screen and did face cam and did stuff like that. The gameplay stuff did grow for a little bit, but I parted ways with that. But besides that, I've always wanted to be in front of an audience since I was a kid. I always wanted to be like an actor or something.
Okay.
So I would do plays and stuff all the time. But I think YouTube is probably the best thing ever because if you make a mistake, you're not in front of a live audience unless you're streaming. But then who cares?
Yeah. You've done it. You've done it all though. I've seen like you transition so much. Like you did a lot of let's plays, then you kind of stopped doing that, and you switched to like live streaming. Now you do that a lot. You post a lot of like figure news update videos. I've tuned into those usually. You have that series called Show and Tell, where you just show a bunch of stuff that you buy. I love those videos, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
I jumped from like topic to topic or whatever for my channel. So I've gotten so many different types of audiences. Like I've done like a Smash Brothers mod that got me an amount of viewers. I'm doing like Sonic stuff right now that got me some viewers, Crash stuff, whatever. But because of me having so much different variety on my channel, even though I got like 10,000 subs now, like my viewer base is so small because
you're
I don't know who I'm catering to.
Fluctuating. Like it really depends on the video you make, which I mean is fine. Like, you know,
I'm not doing this thing. Yeah, I'm not doing it full time or anything. This is just a hobby.
Yeah.
So it don't matter.
I respect it though. Like you've done it like all this time, pretty much no stopping.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much respect for that because like I went so long without doing it, just because, you know, a lot of drastic life changes and shit like that. But I mean now I'm kind of getting back into it. You know, the podcast gave me a way to really do that, and I've been having a lot of fun with it though. So
yeah, like
definitely...
if I was in your boat, I would do the same thing. Like as soon as I got out of high school, I just focused on YouTube because I had the time and I didn't see why not. I just jumped for it and no regrets.
Yeah, it took me a little bit like to put it in full focus. I kind of just didn't know what to do, and also just a lot of other life distractions. Like I was working and that took up like most of my time, and I finally had a bit of a social life, I guess you could say. So that took a lot of that away too. But I mean, you know, I had my fun, but now I really want to put a lot more of a focus on this, and I'm really enjoying myself doing it though. So I mean,
definitely.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, like, was it my friend like taught me how to get social? Like, he and I like did a charity group together, and like he was introducing me to a bunch of people and just taught me how to be social. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be as social as I am now. But before that, I would just focus on my YouTube and just be so introverted. And
just spend a lot of time indoors. And yeah, I mean, I definitely was in that boat too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's probably how I found your channel anyway. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on YouTube growing up. I've been around. Like,
dude, I remember before I even had internet in my house, before I had YouTube, I would like take my DSi and mooch off like neighbors' Wi-Fi and go on Flipnote Studio. That's how I grew up, man. That was my YouTube back in the day.
That's amazing.
Dude, I miss those days so much.
Yeah, the simpler days. We all want those back, but you know, we just make the best of what we got now. And I think you're doing good though. You finally moved out on your own, and you got this cool place here. I love this background.
Thank you. like if it wasn't for my girlfriend, dude, if I wasn't for my girlfriend, I wouldn't be out of the house. Like, she makes double what I make. So like she pays the rent, but I pay other utilities and stuff like that. So I'm not a complete turd. I pay bills.
That's good. That's good.
But like I went from like going from a very tiny room in a trailer to finally having half a bedroom for an office. I finally have the room to like get up and swing my arms and not hit something for the first time. It's so nice.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's more freeing.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'm still living at home, but I'm making the most of it, trying to at least. Yeah, I wish I had a bit more space, but it is what it is. I gotta get shelves. I'm looking to get shelves like across my wall and stuff, kind of like what you had like above your desk in your old room, but like all across.
I
the
almost
entire
miss
room.
that. I love being able to. Yeah, I love being able to just look up and just seeing like one of my favorite action figures. I'm like, ha, this is nice.
Yeah.
But like having bookcases like across the room, like it just
You're able to
feels
put a
so
lot
much
more
better. It just
stuff
looks
too.
better. Oh, definitely.
You're able to spread it out
Like,
more. It looks like, and you can have like all of that in a shot, and not just like half of it on the other side of the camera or something.
yeah, because like I remember like when I first moved in here. First moving in, I had COVID, so
Oh.
I had like body aching and stuff like that as I'm trying to unpack. Because like I only had like 3 days to at first 3 days to unpack, but then I had like a week off of work just to recover from COVID.
Yeah.
But I spent all that time just trying to unpack all my stuff and get my office ready because I wanted to just grind back on YouTube and get my office ready as fast as possible. But setting up the bookcases, I had an idea in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of room. I'm gonna have like just the bottom shelves just be figure boxes, so whenever I need the accessories, I can just grab it. No, it became very overwhelming very quickly, and I was like
You
having like,
realize
a little
like
bit of
how much stuff you actually had.
a
It
right,
was
dude. I was
like-
like I was having a breakdown. I'm like, how am I gonna fit all this in these bookcases?
Yeah, I was so
but
worried.
I eventually figured it out.
Yeah, I was so worried.
I
Like
figured it out
when
yeah.
I moved,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
like, no, you're fine. I got so worried like when I moved because like I had my old house, like I had a couch in my room, and I had like it was a room that was like kind of like a little hangout area that got turned into my bedroom. So like I had a couch in there and like all this other stuff and like I mean I missed that room. Like I had a lot of space in there for a lot of things, so I made it work. Mm-hmm. But then like I got a shelf like this brown one over here.
Yeah.
I just had that initially, and then I started buying more Blu-rays. So I was like, oh wait, so I had to buy this one, and like that thing almost fell off the wall, and like yeah, it was like everything was like too heavy on it, so we had to drill it to the wall. Like it was just like $100 shelf from Amazon that could like fit media just perfectly. Yeah, it was a pretty close call.
Dude, I wish I had only close calls because I remember when I used to live. Okay, so I lived in 2 rooms prior to living here. So in the second room, I guess the wall was like starting to rot because of the like roof leaking and stuff like that. So I guess got into the walls. So my one Sonic shelf that had all my Jazzwares figures, and I especially had this like nice not Japanese. I had this nice statue for Sonic. It was like a numbered figure too. It was like for the 15th anniversary.
Nice. I don't have any of those, but those are nice.
The shelf fell off the wall and shattered. Like it fell all over the ground, half of my bed, and the statue fell on the ground and it shattered.
Dude,
it broke my heart.
No,
like, I had this thing for only a couple of months.
Oh,
I was
man.
so sad, dude.
Dude, that sucks.
And like it's like I got it for like $80 at a convention.
Oh man!
And at the time there were no listings for it on eBay, and now they're probably like at least $100 or $200 on eBay, and it just breaks my heart, man.
Which one was it?
It was for the 15th anniversary. It was from Toy Island of all things. It was mainly to promote Sonic X of all things, but it was because it partnered with Viz Media. But it just reminded me of Sonic 06 so much, though, because it just had the 15th anniversary logo on it.
Right.
But it was such a good-looking figure. And
that really sucks.
Dude, I want to die. As soon as that happened, I'm like, I'm so tired of living here. I have to move. I need to get out of here so bad.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did, though, because now you can really show off your stuff and... It all looks really cool.
But now I don't trust shelves, though. I don't mount anything to the walls anymore. It's all bookcases or nothing.
Yeah, I would do that, but, like, I just don't have... Like, I have these bookcases, but, like, I literally have no room for other ones. Like, I would try, but, like, I had these 3 shelves that I had, like, mounted on my wall in my old room. And, like, it wasn't that much space, but it was, like, a good amount of space to, like, put things. But, like, now I'm thinking I'll mount, like, shelves across the entire wall. And, like, I mean, this house is in pretty good shape, though. So, I mean, I don't really see a leak happening or anything. But,
nice.
Yeah, I'm going to try and make it work.
I envy that.
Yeah, I have, like, a ton of stuff under my bed in bins that have just been sitting in bins for, like, 3 years.
Well, dude, I had freaking Beyblade stadiums under my bed.
I don't have any of my Beyblades anymore. I had a
Oh, that breaks
yeah.
my heart, man.
No, yeah, those were like long gone. They got like wrecked and like yeah. I want to get. I'm thinking at some point down the road I might buy a few though. Yeah, I didn't bring them with me on the move because like they were all over the place in my house. Like we had this one room that was kind of like a toy room or something, and eventually like it ended up just being a stockpile of stuff just everywhere. And like my brother's like 4 years younger than me, so like he was still a kid, but like didn't really take care of his things. So like a lot of my stuff and like his stuff just kind of got thrown around and everything. So yeah, we lost a lot of the Beyblade stuff, but eventually I'll look into maybe buying some. I was looking on eBay, I think, at some of them. Some of them are pretty expensive.
I never looked on eBay for what they're going for now, cause when I was into Beyblade, I was like 18. Like
How old
I definitely
are
had
you?
an age. I'm 28 now.
Oh, okay.
And
All right, that makes sense.
yeah, so like I was into Beyblade at an age I shouldn't have been, because like prior to these Beyblades coming out, me and my neighbors were like getting nostalgic for classic Beyblades, and then I saw they were coming back. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy a crap ton, and we're gonna have a crap ton of fun with these. I'm like, I bought like 50 Beyblades over the years.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I had an unhealthy obsession with these things, man. Like I remember I used to like know each part like by like their names and their numbers.
Oh
and all
wow,
that
you
stuff.
were in.
Dude, but was it how do magnets work? No idea, dude. I was not good in school, but man, did I know Beyblades.
Yeah, I was in like third grade, I think, when Metal Fusion first happened. Like,
Dude, I was in high school.
oh my god, yeah, I was in third grade. That's so crazy. Yeah, I had a good amount though. I had most of like the main characters' Beyblades from the anime, and like
Nice.
I loved that show though. Like the
Same.
first Beyblade Metal Fusion season, like I think it was like 51 episodes. I went back and watched all of them on Netflix like a few years ago. Oh my
Does it hold
god,
up?
it was just a huge nostalgia trip. It was
Nice.
so great.
Like since I was watching this in high school, the main character's voice, at least in the dub, was so annoying. I hated it so much. But besides
Jenga's
that,
voice?
I freaking dude,
Yeah.
I hated his voice. But besides that, I freaking loved that show though. I had such a good time.
Yeah,
Why were there no Beyblade movies? By the way, we should have gotten those.
yeah, I feel like that would have been like easy money for them.
Right, definitely. But no,
Yeah.
stupid.
They stuck with what 3 seasons of that show, and then they kind of Metal Fusion, Metal Masters. I kind of stopped watching
Metal Fury.
once Metal Masters came around. I kind of poked in here and there to see what was going on, but I was just kind of lost, I think, because I didn't know what was happening. And then I remember when Metal Fury
got a little darker.
I remember when Metal Fury came out, and like I watched a couple episodes of it. I was like, oh wow, this is fucking cool, but I just never delved back into it. I think I was just kind of over it at that point. Like I hadn't bought any Beyblades in like years at that point, and my brother didn't care anymore, so it was like, all right. And then I mean, I look at it now and I'm so lost. like the ones that are in stores now, I'm just like, I don't know what's happening here.
Like, no lie, like I go into toy stores all the time and like look at like Sonic and Mario figures, whatever. But I look at Beyblades. I'm like, I wish I knew somebody who would love Beyblades as much as I do again.
Yeah.
Or I wish I fell in love with it all over again. Because I remember, back when I was in high school, at the time I didn't have a computer or internet or anything, but I knew there's a promo for if you do like a mail-in rebate thing, you can get this like black and gold Galaxy Pegasus.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I'm like, yeah, I gotta do this. So I had to print the thing, like little form in the computer school, like in school computer, I mean. And then here it was in a separate room where the printer was. So I would have to ask the teacher if I can go over there sometimes, because like it was always situational of like if you went over there or the teacher went over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the teacher was already printing out stuff. So I'm like, hey, can I grab something from the printer? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. What is it? I'll grab it for you. And like I'm in like the middle of class, so of course there's a bunch of other kids there too. There's a few nerds in there, but it's mostly popular kids, and I'm like, it's
Oh,
Beyblade.
some
And then
embarrassment.
I was a little embarrassed, but like they
Yeah, it's
all knew
fine.
like who I was, and they knew I was a nerd, so like it was water under the bridge like shortly after.
Yeah.
But then the teacher came up to me later. He's like, "Yo, my kids used to have Beyblades, like the OG ones from back in the day."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay." But here during this time, him and his wife were going through a divorce, and like that when we went through that class that year, that was like within the first year of the divorce because I think it happened over the summer. So we all felt bad for him. Like I felt like he was having like internal emotional breakdowns during class,
Poor
and
guy.
it was rough. I felt so bad for him because he was a cool teacher too.
Yeah.
And here he was saying like no, don't get your hopes up. Like I can probably get you these Beyblades if you want them. They're yours. Turns out the wife threw him away, and I'm like, if it makes you feel any better, I said if it makes you feel any better, I hate her as much as you do now. So that made him smile a little bit.
Damn. That's crazy. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Man.
So
Sorry
I
to
wonder
hear
how
that.
he's doing now, though.
Yeah. I hope
Like, it's
he's
been-
doing good.
Because I hope he's doing good too. It's been
been
like 10 years since
It's
I've
been a
seen this
number of
man.
years. Yeah. Wish him the best. At least you could do. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to collect?
Since I work at a video game store, like people think I collect video games, but no, action figures, especially Japanese ones, are like my main collectible. Like I've been collecting like the Sonic movie 2 stuff recently since that's been like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm buying up as much as I can, and that's like the prime focus of my channel right now, just doing all these Sonic movie 2 reviews because I want to just cover all that stuff. But now I'm afraid that people are going to refer to me as a Sonic channel. But no, I am not a Sonic channel.
If they did a little digging, they'd see otherwise. They
Yeah,
can't just look at the surface
I
of it.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
you have a whole.
I do like Sonic.
You have a good amount of stuff on your channel. You've been making videos for years at this point. You're wearing a Crash Bandicoot hat, so
Right.
you're not a Sonic channel.
No.
You just like
Not
Sonic.
in this. I do like Sonic a lot.
Yeah, me too. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, Crash is my main focus though. Like, I want to collect more Crash stuff, but there isn't really much stuff out there, and whatever stuff exists now is like stupid expensive. Like, there's toys right now coming out. Like, here apparently, like we get like the Jack Sonic stuff, but Canada doesn't get it. But Canada is getting all these new Crash Bandicoot figures, and we're not getting it right now.
Damn.
So it sucks, but
It's a nice trade-off,
like,
though. You get cool Sonic stuff at least.
I
That's
guess,
a damn
yeah.
shame Canada's not
Like,
getting any of
I have
that.
a friend in I have a friend in Canada like who wants these Sonic figures, but he can possibly get me the Crash figures. I'm debating on doing a trade, but like him sending over stuff isn't as expensive compared to me sending over stuff because the U.S. Postal Service bullcrap. I don't know how exactly it all works, but it's stupid and it's expensive and I hate it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I gotta send something over to Sweden. It's just a book, but it's like $40 to ship a book at the cheapest.
Fuck?
Right? Yeah, it's stupid.
$40?
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's
God.
like a hardcover Wind Waker guide for the HD one for the Wii U.
Jeez. $40 for what the
Dude, I've been holding on to this book for like over 2 years. Like I tried to send it during COVID and it got sent back to me. And I've been trying to redo it, but like we've been trying to
at least you got it back and it didn't get like lost in the mail or something.
Dude, I'd be so upset. And I feel bad for holding on to this book as long as I have been. But like now I'm so busy all the time that like the 2 days I have off, like thankfully there's a post office like right outside my house now, so it's not as much of an inconvenience now.
Well, that's good.
But now I'm pretty sure shipping costs are going to increase.
Yeah.
And I was trying to see if you wanted to grab extra stuff so I can just ship it all in a box. It'd be more expensive, but it'd at least be able to get more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now he just wants the book. and I'm scared that's just gonna be sent right back, and that's gonna bother me.
Well, it's worth a shot,
So,
I guess.
Yeah, it's worth a
Just
shot.
make sure you got enough stamps on it and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was such a pain just to even set up a form to send that thing out. It was so stupid.
Jeez. Oh yeah,
Dude,
because
I
you're
hate the
shipping it
postal service.
internationally. It's got to be a whole hassle.
Yep,
That's annoying.
it
Oh,
really
wow.
is.
Oh well. How many
Yeah.
how many Figmas and Nendoroids and Figuarts figures do you have? Do you know?
Okay.
Because
I actually did
that
count
entire
before
middle
we started.
bookcase that's in the shot towards the left is just nothing but those. I feel like, at least I can tell.
Yeah, there's
It's a little blurry,
even
but
more
I can,
like off the shot.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I
there's
could,
even more off the shot too.
yeah. You got anime ones at the very bottom, and then there's like Nintendo, Sonic, and Mega Man, a bunch of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy ones, and then
Yeah.
I see some Naruto, and then some Pokemon ones on the top. Can't really tell.
Yeah,
though.
like
Yeah.
off
It's a little blurry for
off
me.
camera. There's like, yeah, I'm actually surprised you're able to actually see all that.
Yeah. I mean I
So
think I have good eyesight, or enough good eyesight to like be able to tell. And I mean your camera's got good quality, so I mean.
thank you.
No
That's
problem.
the Elgato face cam, boy. It's just a USB webcam, but dude, it looks so nice though. Like
Yeah.
Elgato did a good job on this camera. But I also have some like Figuarts Mario stuff on the side, some of the Figma and Nendoroid for Legend of Zelda, and then in the living room I have a couple of Figmas and Nendoroids. But if we're also including like some of other lines I collect, like is it Reveltech stuff or I don't know, Play Arts Kai or whatever, all my Japanese figures I counted 97 figures.
Damn. 97.
And I hope I didn't miss anything. I didn't even include the model kits I got as well from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Damn. That's crazy.
Because if I did, that'd be 99.
I bought a few figures like that like years ago. I had a Samus from Metroid Other M, I think. It broke though. I think I dropped it and it like broke in half.
No.
Yeah, I got it at a flea market.
It's rough.
I had this Naruto one. I don't even watch Naruto. I think my brother got it because he thought it looked cool. And then I have a Lucario one. I think is broken. I'm not sure though.
Ooh.
And the Figuarts Mario. I bought the Pac-Man one because it was like $20. And then randomly, recently, I got an alert that a Nendoroid Captain America from Infinity War was like $12 on Amazon, so I bought it.
Oh my god.
That was literally the only reason I bought it. Yeah. It's been sitting on my shelf for months.
Nice.
I don't have a place to really put it, so it's just kind of been sitting there in the box. But I only bought it because it was like that cheap.
Right.
Like, I'm really not trying to fall down that rabbit hole again.
Dude,
Like
hate
if I
that
had
rabbit
the
hole so
money,
much.
I would and the space, I'd be buying shit like that every week. But
Like here they're coming out with Toy Story figures, and I'm getting those. And then
are those
there's
Reveltech? Are they like
the Reveltech ones?
Oh, I know. Yeah, the Woody one I know is
Dude.
like iconic because of all the
Right.
faces and stuff, all the memes.
Dude,
They're making
they were
new
so
ones?
Great. Yeah, it's like a 1.5 version, so they're
Oh,
adding
wow.
more faces.
Oh shit!
And they're improving the joints because back then the Reveltech joints were shit, and
Okay.
now like they're so much smoother and stuff now.
That's
so it's
cool.
really nice.
Is
So,
it
I mean,
just Woody and Buzz, or are they doing other ones?
it's just Woody and Buzz.
Okay.
They did a Jessie back in the day too, apparently, and Jessie's probably the best looking one out of the three, but like
Yeah.
she's the most expensive one now. But here
Yeah.
I'm getting Woody and Buzz, but here Bring Arts also did was it Kingdom Hearts, Sora, Goofy, and Donald as their Toy Story like costumes as like a
Oh,
deluxe
that's
version of Kingdom
cool.
Hearts 3. So actually,
That's
as
really
of right
cool.
now, I'm watching a listing that ends in like 40 minutes. Of me trying to get these, like the bids at like $75, starting at no bid. So if I can get this
Jeez.
thing for like less than $100, I'd be on it. Cause like those Bring Arts figures are like $80 to $100 a piece by themselves, like
Oh,
at normal retail price. It's stupid.
that is
So
stupid.
if I can get 3 characters for $100, I'm down.
Yeah, fuck
Because
it,
I
man.
just got my YouTube paycheck, so like any YouTube money I get goes toward more figures. So I'm thankful
Yeah.
that I make enough money on YouTube to pay for my hobbies, whether it be games or action figures. So it's just
That's
a hobby
good.
that pays for itself, and that's
That's
how I
good.
see YouTube. It's just a hobby that pays for itself, and it
That's
justifies
pretty
me
good.
making only $11 an hour to pay my bills, and then the YouTube money just pays for all the fun stuff.
That's good.
Yeah,
You get a
At
good
least I
amount
try.
from YouTube?
Like I'll get like a little over $100 every other month.
Okay.
So and I can like save that up as well, and then it eventually pays for the games and figures and
Right.
stuff. But I used to make money on TikTok when I used to do Guitar Hero videos there, but I haven't done Guitar Hero videos in like months. So
Oh, yeah, I remember
they
seeing a
probably
lot
think
of
I'm
those.
dead. Yeah,
I
they
remember
probably think
seeing
I'm
a
dead.
lot of Guitar Hero stuff from you over time. Yeah, I
I
think
got-
I think
I
that
wanna start
actually
doing it again.
inspired me to buy Guitar Hero 3 on the Wii.
Yeah.
Or was it I got it from my cousins had it, so I took it from them cuz they didn't want it. They didn't want a lot of their games anymore cuz their Wii was like collecting dust for a good like 5-6 years, so I just took Guitar Hero. Yeah.
Like when I did the TikToks, it was actually Clone Hero. It's like the fan made thing.
Yeah,
Like
I've seen
it's so much
a lot
better.
of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause you could
but
put,
I
like,
actually installed
Anything on
Guitar Hero
that.
3. Yeah, dude, Clone Hero is amazing. I love it so much. But I installed Guitar Hero 3, the PC version, on my computer just so I can just redo the campaign. Because even though I can do the songs on Clone Hero, I love having the backgrounds. I love doing the campaign. I love having different
Yeah.
characters and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like a
Like, it
blank
was such a
background
fun
for
time.
Clone Hero, right? Like there's no
Right.
yeah. Oh well.
Plus, I miss doing the guitar battles with Slash, Tom Morello, and the Devil. Dude, they were so fun.
Right. That's cool. When did you first play Guitar Hero?
I think it was in middle school. I was probably like
Okay.
13 when I first started playing Guitar Hero. My brother got it for PS2. He got the second one. And
Nice.
it just took the family by storm. All of us were playing it. And then
Yeah.
me and my brother who bought it, he and I became like the best ones in the family, and we just progressed more and more. And then my brother's friends were playing too. I remember I was playing to Light That Blinds on easy because this is when we were first started to play, and it was again it's only 3 buttons, and I'm playing it, and he's like, "Man, your brother's so good." And like if only he would see now like what it's looking like, because the Guitar Hero meta is so crazy. Like I can't even do all the new techniques that like people are doing now, but I'm
Yeah.
getting there though.
That's good.
Like I can at least do Through Fire and Flames without needing star power to survive. So I'm at least proud of that.
That's good. That's a long song too.
Yeah, it's
So,
like an 8-minute long song.
yeah. That's impressive. Yeah, I think the first time I played Guitar Hero, what was it? My aunt and uncle got a Wii like the year before I did for Christmas. So they got Guitar Hero 3. And that was I played a little bit of it. I was dog shit at it though. I didn't know how to play it. And then I think I wanted to get it like for years, and then we just never did. And then I was like looking up copies of it on eBay, and like they were pretty expensive, so I just never bought it. And then like my cousins gave me theirs, and I was like, okay, so I have it now. I haven't really played it too much though, but I do have it in case I ever feel like playing it. I have a guitar. It's like the blank one that you put your Wii remote in. It does. I don't think it has any stickers on it, or maybe it does. I don't know. But
Is it the Les Paul or no?
I don't know what it is.
The white and black one?
It's
If
it's a
like-
white guitar that has like the black, the where the strings
Neck.
are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's the one I'm thinking of, that's actually the most sought after guitar for Guitar Hero, at least for the
really?
Clone Hero community. Yeah, because apparently the white Les Pauls for the Wii, for some reason, have the less latency out of any guitar. Like I use the wired one from the 360, the Explorer, like, for a while, because that was just easy plug and play, and they thought that was just the best one. But apparently, the Wii one has the least latency, And
Interesting.
it also has, it's specifically that one in particular, because the strum bar was still like the old school one where like apparently there's some technique where if you like slap it a certain way, it registers 2 instead of 1 strum. So if you're slapping it multiple times, like going up and down once, it registers like 4 different strums. So if you're doing like a bunch of fast strumming, they just slap it like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand how to do it yet. I'm trying, but it's so stupid.
You'll
but
get there.
People love it though. Yeah, I'll get there though.
Yeah.
I know at least how to tap, so like I know how to use like both hands on the strum bar using all the buttons and stuff. But
Right.
that's probably as far as I'm gonna go. And even then, I'm getting rough. I'm getting crusty now because I haven't touched it in a couple of months.
You should start streaming it again.
I probably should.
And then just take
It's
stream
so fun.
highlights and then put them on TikTok.
Ooh, you're probably right.
Yeah, you might as well.
It'd be like any other, like Guitar Hero streamer.
You don't even have to
"Hey,
make
I'll just do,
content like specifically for TikTok. You could just take clips from your YouTube videos and then just throw them on TikTok. Just crop the
probably right.
aspect ratio to make it like a vertical video, and then boom.
Because like, even the things I sent you, did I send you the things before I streamed?
I don't know
like
if you did.
Because I was editing a video before we did this, and I was doing a review on
you
the
didn't send me.
Eggman, the giant Eggman robot thing.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah.
I saw you put them on
man.
Twitter.
I did put them on Twitter. Yeah. Man, they were. I was so silly during that review. I'll understand like what energy I was feeling there, because like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything like that. I was just living in the moment right there.
That's good though.
Just being silly.
That's good. That's the best kind. You're just having fun.
Yeah, I feel like I should probably post that on TikTok.
Yeah, totally. Get a little bit off of that or something.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
And like imagine like 'cause my TikTok is only Guitar Hero stuff. So imagine like they're like, "Hey, Kyle's game room is back. Why is he playing with Sonic toys?"
Or maybe you'll reach an entirely different audience. Who knows?
Oh, just like my YouTube where
Yeah.
like my audience is so divided. It's
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah, well, I mean, TikTok I feel like is different though, because everyone just looks at their For You page. At least I do.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, same.
I mean, if I see a video
Yeah,
from someone
you're
I'm
right.
following, then I do. But sometimes I like miss entire sagas of people's lives because I just don't look at their page, and then I'm like, oh wait, this
Yeah.
person exists. Like what was it? Like I post like clips on TikTok of the podcast, and like I talk about all different kinds of things. So it'll
yeah,
reach
you're
like
right.
it'll reach like whoever finds it, I guess. You know, I have some
Yeah, I
that don't do
remember-
as well as others, and then I have one that has about 200,000 views. So it's like, you know, it definitely fluctuates.
Nice. I remember when I was first started doing my TikTok. Originally, it was just, oh, let me show you how good I am at Guitar Hero. But the thing that found me the most success was actually like just classic songs that are like stupid easy. Like it all just became about like vibing with Guitar Hero 3 nostalgia. No matter how hard or easy the song was, that's what got my following on TikTok.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Ow.
people love that
Bit my
shit. They
tongue.
love nostalgia. That's the best
Yeah, like,
way to
I remember-
market yourself, honestly.
The most successful one I did was Metallica's One, but after that it was like Cliffs of Dover, the Tom Morello guitar battle, and other stuff like that. Like, I need to do more Guitar Hero again. I miss it, but
Yeah, you
now that I'm
definitely
working
should.
as much as I do,
You
because, like,
definitely should.
sometimes in the morning, I'm gonna try to, because like sometimes in the morning, whenever like figure news happens, like thankfully I have this webcam and this mic right here, and I
You could
just
just-
record off OBS.
You could just record a
Because I
video
just-
real quick. and then
Yeah, I
put
do it
up.
like very quickly and like edit it real quick, and then I have to rush to like pack my lunch, make breakfast, and brush my teeth, and then head to work. Whenever I have those mornings where I have to edit a video like that, it is so stressful, and I hate it.
Yeah, I've been
So that's
there.
probably one of the reasons why I don't do TikTok right now. Like, just because I just don't have the time to do it as much as I used to anymore.
I mean, when you get home at night, you could just... They're pretty easy to make, honestly. Like, for me, at least.
Yeah.
Like, I just crop a video and then just move it back and forth between person to person, and then just put pictures on a screen. That's... I just... it's not even
like
hard for me, honestly.
like
But I guess it depends
the
on what you
biggest
do.
yeah, the biggest boner killer for me though for the TikTok is like my computer isn't very powerful. So like whenever I'm
Okay.
trying to record off OBS to play Guitar Hero, the frame rate gets cut in half. So if it's
Yeah,
not
you gotta
running
have
at
a good
60
computer
frames,
for that.
yeah, if it's not running at 60 frames, I hate to sound like a PC elitist, but like when you're playing a rhythm game like that, you gotta have a
Oh
consistent,
yeah,
stable frame
100%.
rate.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like it
you kind of
completely
have to
messes me
rely
up,
on
and I
that.
hate it.
You don't really have a choice there. I get it.
Exactly. So eventually, I want to build a new computer, but as far as me like just living here and like having the same job that I have, no. Like I have to get back to Amazon for that, but like I got fired for pooping at Amazon, so I'm not going back there anytime soon.
Wait, what?
Oh no, I never told you this story.
No,
Yo. Okay, so listen to this. So like,
no,
so I was at
what?
Best Buy. So I was at Best Buy doing that part time for probably 2 years or so, and I was trying to go full time. And so they'd give me the hours during the holiday season, but after that, it would be cut to like 20 to 25 hours, and I couldn't do that anymore. So, and I lost my flea market job at the time because the flea market closed. So
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I need to get full time. I want to move out. Let's go to Amazon because both of my brothers work there and they're not complaining. Well, the one is, but he just hates working in general, like me. So, whatever. I'll get into it.
Fair enough.
And for a couple of months, I actually half decently enjoyed the job, but it was like almost an hour drive. So I'd be gone like 12 hours out of the day and I come home. I'm exhausted. I'm just going to bed. But working 4 days on, 3 days off, it was nice. It was a decent trade off. But no matter how hard I pushed myself, like the number crunching or time crunching they want you to do is absolutely bonkers as an order picker. So eventually I got fed up with it. So like if my best isn't good enough, I'm not caring anymore. So and of course me eating breakfast and stuff in the morning and then making an hour drive. Of course when I get there, I have to go to the bathroom. So
Yeah.
I'm doing my order picking for a little bit, and I'm like, oh, gotta poop. So I go to the bathroom every once in a while. And then they would complain about, like, oh, what took you so long? Because, like, when you're driving these order pickers, you're getting elevated. So you gotta strap yourself to a harness. So you gotta take your harness off, take all your gear off and whatever, and de-elevate your order picker and turn it off and do whatever. Go to the bathroom, come back on, do all the checks again, put all your stuff back on. So it's like a 5-minute ordeal. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's definitely a process. So, the one time I finally got in trouble for going to the bathroom again, and but when I got in trouble prior to this, here we get 2 breaks at Amazon. The first one is unpaid, so you gotta clock out for. Then the second one, you don't clock out. They just like track your time or whatever. But I was never told how exactly they track the time. At first, I got a warning about like me taking too long, and the one lady told me, oh, they just track it by like when you like scan your tote out. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can work on that. That's fine. I can do that. Because you have to do a half decent walk to go from one side of the warehouse to the other just to go on your break.
Yeah.
So it's like probably like a whole process of like, so before I get into that, it turns out it's supposed to be in between picks. So suppose you do your pick and then you gotta park your little order picker, drop off your bin, you gotta charge your order picker, take off all your gear, and then walk to the other side of the warehouse. Like, that's already like a quarter of your break, and then you probably have like 15 minutes to do whatever, and then you have to come back and put all that crap back on. So like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a half an hour break, but a 15-minute break, screw that. So here a manager or something like was complaining to me about me taking like an hour-long break, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because I was told it was supposed to be scanned through your bins. They're like, no, you're actually do it in between your picks. And I'm like, one, that wasn't what I was told, and two, my break starts when I walk off the floor. Like, I'm not getting my break reduced like that. That's bullshit. And then
I can't stand
like
that
15
shit.
minutes later, yeah, 15 minutes later, that's when I got called back up, and they were complaining about how long I was taking and stuff like that. So the first time I got in trouble, the one manager told me not to lie, but to come up with any excuse possible to why you possibly like had your time delayed or whatever, or because there's a thing called time off task. So if it's like, I think it's like more than 5 minutes or something like that. I can't remember because it's been over a year since I worked at Amazon, because I only worked there for like 4 months. But after a certain period of time, they start recording how much time you've been off. So you have to come up with excuses during all that. Mostly like safety reasons. Like if somebody's elevated, you can't drive past them. You have to wait for them. So they can write that off. But going to the bathroom, normal bodily function, no. That's a no-go. So I'm a bad liar. So I couldn't just make up an excuse on why it took so long. I was straight up. I went to the bathroom. Again, at this point, I was fed up with this job. I was ready to get fired because I can just claim unemployment again. Because when Corona Vacation happened, like that was so great. Because it came out when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out. Because I was playing that so much during COVID. It was so nice. And I wanted that time back so bad. Because honestly, I made more money on unemployment than working. So I saved like half my paychecks. And the same thing at Amazon. When I worked at Amazon, I saved half my paychecks to try and move out. And I was able to save like probably like close to 10 grand. And
that's good.
I could have bought like put a down payment for a house, but instead I'd rather just go into an apartment and then just completely furnish it the way I wanted to. And that's what I did, and I don't regret it. I'm very happy with how this place turned out because
that's good, man.
Besides a few small things, like my girlfriend brought like a table, the bed, and a 32-inch TV, and I forget what else. Not much. And then my mom bought me a microwave, and family got me like Tupperware and stuff. But besides that, I furnished this whole house, and I've never been so proud of myself before. Besides buying a brand new car.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because like working at Amazon, I was able to buy a brand new car too. I put like $3,000 down, and I gave my parents my old car because their car was taking a crap. So yeah, it was like something I was proud of. But yeah, for the time off task thing, they I told them straight up like, yo, I went to the bathroom, and they're like, yeah, we'll let you know next week if you still have a job. And then a week later happens, and then I finally get terminated. And I haven't left a building with the biggest smile on my face before in my life. So I call my mom on the way home. I'm like all excited. Hey, guess who got fired? I'm applying back to unemployment, baby. And at this time, I still had enough money in savings to like live off of that until the unemployment came. Because unemployment was like so slow trying to get that going. Mm-hmm. So I survived. It was fine.
That's good.
But man, screw Amazon, man. Even though like now that unions are finally starting to become a thing in Amazon, apparently.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, good apparently back at Amazon. Yeah, apparently if you even mentioned a union or somebody mentioned a union, you had to snitch on them.
That sucks.
Dude, it's like a slavery down there, dude. It sucked. Like,
yeah, I heard people were getting fired. They had people like pissing in bottles and shit, like just to keep them working. And like,
yeah, like I remember when I was working there, I was deliberately looking for piss bottles. I never found any.
Okay,
but I did find like some messages during like these certain aisles. I forget what they're called. I think they're called VNAs, but they're like super narrow. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you have to like do a laser line thing with the order picker to line it up properly so you don't wreck into the aisles. So in one of them, there was a drawer just full of just sex toys that you had to pick from. I had to pick a couple of those. Now I'm like, whoa, hello, look at this. But like in these VNAs though, like people would like write on these cardboard boxes and stuff like that, and there'll be like love confessions. There'll be like whacked out shit, something like my brother would probably say, some like really far out there stuff. It's hilarious. Like something like how my grandma smokes crack or some shit. I don't know. like there's a lot of drama
just leaving shit
written on those things
and stuff, and like,
oh yeah,
wow,
like it was so silly. I loved it. I loved the drama-filled VNAs. But after getting fired, it finally clicked on like how real that piss bottle story was, Because when I was first there, I'm like, yo, this place isn't all that bad. The piss bottles don't exist. And because I got there just because I wanted to have it be a good workout. Because at that point, I haven't been working out in a while. Because I went from being like super chunky to like losing like 40 pounds or so. Just pretty much starving myself and then just going like 5-mile walks every night. I don't miss that shit whatsoever. And then I started slowly so I slowly started gaining weight back. And now like I had like 3 long-term relationships back to back. So I had no time to recover like physically. Yeah. So but the girl I'm dating now, Michaela, the one she's a sweetheart. She's so sweet. She's a foodie. She turned me into a foodie too. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we both gained weight since this relationship, but it's happy weight now, so it's all good.
I feel like I'm kind of in the same boat to a degree. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
but now it turns out I might be pre-diabetic now, so I actually gotta watch out what I eat.
Yeah.
But definitely. I don't though, because I'm such a picky eater. I hate it. Like I only eat like 3 things. It's like chicken, pizza, and I don't know what else. Pretty much all processed bullcrap.
Yeah,
like the American way.
That's the good shit though. So,
right.
I don't blame you. I was really picky when I was little, but I remember the first time I had a taco, and I felt like I was in heaven. Like,
dude, I cannot eat tacos.
Really?
I hate the smell of tacos.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. So
you're
listen
missing
to this story,
out, dude.
Like I just hate the smell of it, dude. So like I remember the one time I was out at a bar with my friends, and we knew the bouncer, and the bouncer was like a tomboyish type of girl, lesbian, and here we met her. I guess it was a wife or fiance. I can't remember exactly who she was, but like they were both so cool, so we had them hang out with us outside of the bar. And the one time we all went to a diner. And we talked about the fact that I don't eat tacos. Because I was ordering chicken tenders, and they were making fun of me, and I'm used to it. And they're like, if I buy you a taco, will you eat it? I'm like, no, because I don't want to eat it, because it just seems gross. And then the bouncer's fiance looks at me, and she looks all seductive. She's like, what if I feed you the taco? I'm like, God damn it. Because, like, I wanted to take that offer. Because part of me was thinking, what else can come from that? But I'm like, no, they're engaged. I can't mess with that. But it's like, but at the time, if she was single, though, like, yo, I might have a taco.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Because when I went to the bars, like, I didn't even drink. Like, I was like 20 something. I was probably like 22 or so, 23. And I didn't want to drink. So instead I go up to the bar and I'm like, I'll have a Sprite. And I was having a good time with that. And I met some girls at the bar. Yeah. I remember like there were times I was twerking on the girls because at this time like my flamboyancy was all over the place. I'm just vibing, having a good time. I got along with girls easier than dudes and stuff like that. Turns out the one time I was twerking on a girl, and I asked if she was seeing somebody. She's like, yeah, my boyfriend's over there. So I guess they thought I was gay. So I didn't get my ass kicked that night. So I got away scot-free.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know how I did
got
that.
Your ass saved there.
And the room was also very dark. And at this time, I didn't wear my glasses because I was going for a completely different look. I was only doing like the beanie and like no glasses, whatever. And actually, no, it was before the beanie. Before I even grew out the beard either. So, yeah, I had like a completely different look. Didn't go with my glasses. And it turns out I really needed them because when you're in a dark bar, you really need to see who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Because I would see a girl from across the bar. I'm like, hey, this girl looks cute. And then I go up to her, and she looks like late 30s while I'm in my early 20s. I'm like, yikes. Never mind.
Yeah. Gotta be careful.
Looking all rough. Because, like,
gotta be careful out there.
Because, like, there's nothing wrong with dating a girl that old. But if you're trying to hook up with a girl that old that's been drinking for that long, like, alcohol ages you very quickly.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like, it's probably why I look as young as I do. Like, back before I had my beard, I remember I was in my 20s and people thought I was probably like 16 or something.
Yeah.
But now, like, my hair shifted like to the other side of my head, and now I kind of look my age.
All right.
Like, I remember, like, I lived in the center of a pot cloud. Like, my old man smoked, my older brother smoked, my neighbor smoked. Like, at this time, I was like, oh my god, you shouldn't smoke pot, it's bad. Turns out everyone does it. But I still didn't want to do it, though, because I was a mama's boy. So, whenever my friends would be smoking, they would, like, I'd be in the hot box with them, because they all just hang out in there. I'm just hanging out in there, just hanging out with my friends. I'm just playing my DSi. Just having a good time. May or may not have been getting, contact high. But that wasn't my intention. I just wanted to hang out with my friends.
Yeah, exactly. Just have a good time.
So, and I hung out with the stoners in high school too, because that was the vibes I got. Like, that's the kind of people I like to hang out with, like, just like the chill, mellow people.
I did too.
So everyone thought I smoked then. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm just a chill dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hung out with, like, most of my friends in high school were like 2-3 years older than me, or like a year older than me. Like, I didn't hang out with people my age too much, except for like a one period of time where I did. But like early high school and then like towards the end of high school, it was like everyone was older than me, and like my closest friends now that I went to high school with are older than me. So yeah, they're just,
like,
you know. My graduating class was just lame, though. Like, you know, everyone was like all cliquey and stuff. Like, there were no merges of like groups of people and stuff. Everyone just kind of kept to themselves. Very judgmental. But I vibed with the older kids. They were cooler, way cooler. Plus, they drove, so it was cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Like my brother was really popular, so like, I kind of got that secondhand popularity, so I always had people watching my back and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
That's good.
I hung out with the misfits though. Like, that was my table. I hung out with some of the popular tables and stuff like that, and the cliquey ones. And I'm like, you know what? I can talk to these people here, but this is not where I feel comfortable. This is not my home.
I was in the same boat. Like, I could talk to them, but and like, you know, have a good time. But it was just like, nah. Like, I wasn't the most comfortable around those kinds of people. Definitely not.
Yeah, like, I wasn't truly happy until I hung out with my misfits, and it was so nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm curious on how this high school reunion's gonna go.
When's it coming up?
I go to my high school reunion in January. Not January,
oh wow.
July. In July, so like, I don't know who I'm gonna hang out with there. Like, I'm probably gonna like hang out the misfits again. Of course, I'm gonna see the cliquey people and be like, "Hey, look, I kind of glowed up. I got a nice beard now compared to my freaking, I don't know, Jack Black curls I had back in the day, the Jack Black look." But now I look like Kyle Gass. I look like both people. Fucking Tenacious D. Dude, it's great. Dude, Jack Black is my hero. I would love to meet that man.
Love that man. I'm glad he's gonna be in the Mario movie. He's voicing Bowser. Man.
Dude, I'm so like I'm a little sad it got delayed, but
yeah,
I'm still so excited to see this movie. Like,
I think it's for the better though. I feel like this year's already been packed with stuff already with movies. And like, it would have been nice to end the year off like that. Nice Christmas movie. Everyone would go to the movies and see it. But
imagine how crazy it would be to have a Sonic movie and a Mario movie in the same year.
We almost had it. We almost did.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't see them already dropping Sonic 3 next year. I feel like it'd be too soon.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably gonna take at least. I think it's gonna take at least 2 or 3 years because we got to get that Paramount Plus series for
the Knuckles show. Yeah. That was a little out of left field. I remember they announced that, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, like a couple of weeks before the movie even came out, they're like, "Yo, we already planned Sonic Movie 3. Let's also put out a freaking Knuckles show on Paramount Plus." I'm like, "Oh, Okay.
Gave me
But I
another
think it's
reason to
so
buy
funny.
another year subscription of it. Because I was kind of
Pretty
debating.
much, yeah.
Yeah. I only had gotten it to watch the new iCarly show, and it's not even that good.
Oh,
But
I was about to say I never even watched that yet.
yeah, it's not that good. It's like not everyone's in it, and like I don't know. It just has a whole different vibe. Which I mean, yeah, it's expected. They're adults now, but it's like I feel like they're just trying to like make it obvious that like it's an adult version of the show. They're kind of just pushing it a little bit. It just kind of comes off
Big
as
oof.
weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay though. It's not terrible.
But one show that is timeless though is Drake and Josh. I can still watch that to this day, and it's still fantastic.
I love that show. I haven't watched it in a long time,
Definitely.
but have you ever seen Drew and Jacob? Like this YouTube video?
No.
Oh my god. What was it? Like it's like these two guys like they play like exaggerated versions of Drake and Josh, and then like the same guy is like in a wig dressed up as Megan. And then like
oh my god.
like they're in the attic and like they accidentally kill her with
Yo, I gotta see this.
Oh my god, it's so funny. One of my friends showed it to me, like back in high school. Oh my god, it was.
Dude, I remember in high school, my friend showed me Grandma's Kisses Bad version, and some other YouTube poops and shit. Like that shit had me dying.
Oh my god, YouTube poops were a different time.
Dude, I miss that time of YouTube.
Yeah, I miss the simpler days. Now it's just like, oh, millionaire shows off their stuff. That's YouTube.
Or drama.
Or late night hosts.
YouTube drama so much.
Flooding your homepage or something.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You're
right. Dude, back in the day, like when Smosh used to just be Ian and Anthony, I miss that so much.
Yeah,
and when the humor was, you can do anything you want on the internet. You can be as edgy as you wanted,
and no one gave a shit. And now it's just
and in fact, they made you funnier.
Yeah, now it's just frowned upon by society.
Like, and it's not even just that. You're also like being canceled for stuff you did back then when it was acceptable. At the
worst
time.
is when the problem has already been addressed, but then new people find it, and then they'll go after you for it. It's like, do your research before you try and destroy my career.
The way I see it is like, our parents probably like got paddled in high school, but it's like finally pressing charges on being paddled when at the time it was acceptable.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely some things that, like, that shouldn't have been done, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But, like,
definitely.
A lot of things, it's like, really, get a life.
Yeah.
Go touch grass or something.
Yeah. I remember when Jenna Marbles got canceled, like,
oh my
the
God.
whole world was like, okay, that's too much.
Yeah. And now she like doesn't make videos anymore. Like, I didn't watch her that much, but like,
me neither.
She didn't deserve that.
Yeah, I knew she was fine. She was one of the original pioneers.
Yeah, she's an OG. Like, she did not deserve any of that.
Right.
And now she just doesn't make videos, and it sucks because, like, I feel like that was.
But it makes you wonder, what does she do now, though?
She's just chilling. She's got money.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, she was doing numbers on YouTube. So she's probably just relaxing, getting out of the spotlight.
Dude, I can only imagine if like iJustine got canceled. That shit would make no sense. She's like a perfect angel.
Yeah, I watched a lot of her videos back in the day. Yeah, I found out about her because of the fucking Annoying Orange, like where she voiced
oh my God,
the passion fruit. Yeah, that's how I found out about iJustine. I watched that shit. I was in like 3rd grade when that shit was like in its prime. I feel like.
I think I was in high school when Annoying Orange was a thing.
Damn it, yeah.
And I'm like, I was like, no, I don't want any of this.
Yeah, it was definitely an age thing. I feel like that went far
definitely,
though.
because like
He had a
it
show
did
on
go far. I got on Cartoon Network, yeah. But like, I think my generation, Annoying Orange was Crazy Frog.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I definitely had a great time with that.
Crazy Frog is legendary.
Because we're all guilty. Yeah, well, definitely. I still have like some of the soundtracks somewhere.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, they're somewhere. I just gotta find them.
There was a PS2 game, right?
They're probably in the living room. Oh, I do have the PS2 game actually.
Oh, sick! I gotta see that.
Yeah,
oh my god! Oh my god!
Dude.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
I went to a video game store and I saw that and I was like, oh my god! I didn't buy it though, but
dude,
I'm gonna buy it at some point.
You should get it actually. You did okay because like it plays a lot like F-Zero, but with a terrible soundtrack. So like I had a friend come over the other day, and at this time, this is like a couple years ago. So I'm like, I don't know, 26 or so, 27 maybe. So I had my friend come over and we're playing this game, and I'm like, all right, check this out. I mute the TV, and we're just playing the game. I'm like, this game just got so much better. Cause like I loved it. I loved Crazy Frog when I was younger, but like as an adult, like it might make it cringe quite a bit. But if you mute it, it's not awful, but it's definitely not finished. So you have your Grand Prix because it's a racing game. But after your Grand Prix is done, there is no trophy ceremony. You gotta pay attention to who wins because it won't tell you who really won unless you're like paying attention like in between the levels.
That's weird.
Yeah. So like like in like Mario Kart, like it'll count up the points on like who's in the lead, stuff like that. And then after that, like you get a little thing at the end saying, "Oh, here's your gold trophy." No, you gotta pay attention to those points now because like that's the only way you're finding out if you won that race or not, or won that Grand Prix. Like the game is definitely a bargain bin game, but again, if you like F-Zero, it's not bad. Like just mute the screen, just mute the TV. And it plays fine.
That's cool.
Like it runs at 60 frames, so that's something.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's a high speed racer. I feel like it has to.
Yeah, that's true. You have any more stories from working anywhere?
I'm trying to think. I remember one of the times when I used to work at Best Buy. Here there was at this time, I'm working customer service.
Okay.
And the stereotype for working customer service and how shitty it is and how shitty customers are. But if anybody knows me personally,
I get it.
Yeah, like if anybody knows me personally though, like they know how like easily I just vibe with people and I just get along with people very easily.
Yeah.
So when people would complain about the terrible customers they got, I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I never deal with that. So I finally like I have a couple of them. Like it's not all perfect, but I did have a couple of rude customers.
Okay.
And here, all the bids ending right now, so I gotta hop on that real quick. But here I finally got my ghetto. Oh hell no! During like the holiday season at Best Buy.
Oh yeah, that's like, the worst time for any store.
Like, thankfully, like it didn't happen to me, but like I heard it and I'm like, you know what? My life's kind of complete. But like,
now you can
but let me tell you the thing that
crazy experience.
But the thing that actually made me quit Best Buy wasn't just the fact that like I couldn't get full time, but the manager I had at the time, like I couldn't do it anymore. At least the operations manager, he was the guy directly above me. So, here when I was born, I had a hernia. Okay, like I was born with a hernia.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
So I had like surgery. I didn't have any pain or anything from what I was aware of when I was a kid. So,
all right.
When I was probably like I was probably like 4. I had surgery. It was like an upper gastrial hernia, and here I had like a mesh screen in my stomach now. So I used to tell people I'm part Teletubby because the only thing I understood as a kid was I have a screen inside my stomach. So my friends used to call me Poe.
I like that. That's funny.
So a couple of years ago, I'm working Best Buy, and Here I have a lump that's very noticeable in my stomach, and everyone's getting concerned about it. So I book an appointment to the doctors, and I'm saying like, hey, I might be having another hernia. So I let my leaders know, like, hey, I might be having another hernia, so I want to take it easy as much as I can, like no heavy lifting, because at this time it was the holiday season, so we had to do the curbside orders, so we had to deliver like fridges and stuff like that, to people's cars and stuff. Which I like outside of this hernia situation, I have absolutely no problem doing these things, but since I might be having this hernia, I'm like, no, I probably shouldn't be doing this. But then my leader was telling me, first I was still doing the curbside orders, and they're like, yeah, you still got to do it. And I'm saying over the radio, like to the headset, I'm like, what about the possible hernia I'm having right now? And my manager was like, don't be calling it a hernia if you don't know what it is yet. So I was like, okay,
and just take your word for
fuck
it.
this. Yeah, fuck this. 'Cause at this time, I wasn't just like calling bullshit. Like I made a doctor's appointment. I was getting it checked out. We were all concerned about like what was going on. And then next thing you know, people from the warehouse start backing me up, and they start helping me do this thing for me. And I'm like, bottom of my heart, I'm like, thank you so much for like helping me take care of this, because like they knew I wasn't a slacker. They knew I busted my ass, and they knew I loved that job at the time. And he's like, no, I don't want you hurting yourself. And then it turns out it was just like a muscle disformation. So thankfully it wasn't a hernia.
That's good.
But still, like, the fact that my managers like did not care about possibly having a lawsuit about like, or not even just a lawsuit, but like possibly me getting hurt on the job.
Yeah,
like that.
I would, if I were them, I would have been concerned. Like, I don't want to get sued.
Right.
Let me address this issue. But no, that sucks, man.
I remember there was a lady that used to be my leader, but she ended up moving to Geek Squad. She noticed it, and she's like, she was like pushing me. You gotta see a doctor. You gotta take care of this. So
that's good.
Like when she noticed, like that's when I got really concerned, because she's a mom. In fact, her son worked there, and I worked with her son directly, and he and I became like best friends at job. Like I had like so many best friends at the job. So I remember,
that's awesome.
Like a couple of months ago, I took my mom to Best Buy with me the one day just to visit, and I visited all my friends, and they all loved me, and like they gave me hugs and stuff like that. So
that's
my mom was
sweet.
telling me like I can see why you say it's a family here, because it was nice at the time, but I wasn't getting full time. And after that, like that was like my final straw. I'm like, I'm done. I ain't doing this anymore. And I also had to do the PS5 and Xbox Series X's launches. Like I had to be there at like 5 a.m. to get this done.
Oh, jeez.
I hated it.
They didn't even have that
sucked.
many anyway.
Xboxes, we actually had a crap ton.
Wow.
PS5s, not as much, but we did actually have a decent amount.
Okay.
And the amount of times we have to tell people there's none for sale. These are all just already ordered online. There's none extra. Some people got angry, but like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I can't just pull one out my ass.
It's not in your control. It's already
right.
You just get what you get.
Yeah,
people just don't understand that. They're like, well, it's right there. It's like, yeah, no, it's already reserved. You have to wait for one to be in stock. I know it's right here, but someone already purchased it. They just have to come pick it up.
Right. Like, the money's already down for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I was lucky to get my PS5. I was lucky to get 2 of them.
You got 2 of them?
Like, okay, this is another story. Okay, so I actually managed to get 5. Over a span of 7 months, I've got 5. So the first one,
for
it
what?
was I'll get there. You'll see. See. So the first one, I got, it was a pre-order before it came out. It was an Amazon pre-order. I was happy. I finally got it. I'm like, hell yeah, I got a PS5. And then shortly after, like probably a month or two into it. Here I managed to get another one, and that was for a coworker that I used to work with at the flea market when I did that game stand job. Because
Okay.
I knew he wanted one. So I call him up and I'm like, hey, do you still want a PS5? And he's like, yeah, why? And I'm like, I managed to get an extra one. So if you want it, go for it. Because he had to sell his PS4 Pro, and then he
Yeah.
got that. And because the main reason why I was doing this was because I was trying to get credit card rewards. And plus, I was just trying to see if I can just do it because it was fun.
Okay.
But now I have like over $500 in credit card rewards I haven't redeemed in like a year. So I'm going to be using that to go to too many games and God knows what else.
When is that again? I'm thinking I might go.
It's like probably mid to late June.
Because okay. I probably won't be able to go then. I got a lot of got a lot of shit going on around. I thought it was towards like, midsummer or something, like July or August. If that were the case, I'd definitely be able to go. But,
yeah. Some of my viewers that became friends, they're going. So we're all going to be hanging out during that.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
In fact, I'm probably going to actually have like a bunch of my viewers / friends now come over to my place, and we're going to help reshoot the intro, but just be a complete self-aware meme, like lolcow shit post. It's going to be so good. Like, part of it's going to be like one of my viewers is going to be shaving my back. It's going to be so good.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
But
can't wait to see it.
But anyway, so like he got a PS5, so I was happy for him. Then that was through Walmart. Then I got one through Target back when I was working at Amazon. We were like doing our stand-up meetings and stretching. Then I got an alert on Twitter. It's like, oh, Target has them in stock. So I help out my neighbor, who was one of my childhood best friends.
Yeah.
And apparently he had a dream that I got him one like that prior night. So I managed to get it for him then. And so he was like freaking out that I got him one.
Nice.
Then after I got him one, here I forget who else. I think it was Best Buy. My next one was from there. And here at this time I had a PS5 at my house, and at my girlfriend's house I had my PS4 Pro. And I still had my standard PS4 because I had that like since close to the launch. So I just want to hold on to it for nostalgia reasons. Plus, it has PT on it. You can't get PT anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I let my girlfriend use my PS4 Pro. And when I got a hold of another PS5 from Best Buy, at this time, we're like buying things to move out, getting ready to move out, save money. And I just immediately think, I'm going to keep this thing. So I call Michaela, and I'm like, okay, babe, what's better than having a PS5? And then she takes a deep sigh. She's like, 2 PS5s. And I'm like, yeah, we're on the same picture. All right, hear me out. So I sold one of my best friends my PS4 Pro for only $200.
Okay.
And so then I'll only pay like a $300 difference for this PS5. And she was saying how we got to save money and we got to move out. I'm like, we're going to be getting a PS5 anyway. Like, we got to have 2. One for the office, one for the game room, and then one for the living room. In fact, she's on it right now. So, it's a good thing I did. So, at the end of the day, she's happy. It's all good. And then the fifth one I got, that was for the childhood best friend's brother, which is also another one of my best friends. So, we all have PS5s now.
Nice.
And then people were hitting me up like, yo, help me get a PS5. And I think like the algorithms in these stores like check to see if you have them, because the last one I got, that was PlayStation Direct, so you can only get one of those through them.
Okay.
So they're like I guess they're like making it so I couldn't get another one, because I was trying and I couldn't get another one.
Yeah, I tried doing that
so at this
a couple times. It wasn't working out.
Yeah, at this point I gave up. But somebody from high school messaged me like, she's like, how did you get a PS5? So I gave her the tips on what I did. She got one the next day.
Nice.
So she was happy.
That's awesome.
She got one. She's happy, and I told some other friends how I did it. And I have one friend in particular who's like, every once in a while would like say, "Hey, can you get me a PS5?" I'm like, no, I give up at this point.
Yeah.
Like I'm retired. Like my times are done.
Has it gotten better though?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Like I don't even follow the Twitter alerts anymore. Like I still have them go off, but like
Yeah,
I
same
have
here.
it now set up. I have it now set up so like now iOS does a thing so like it'll like just round up all your notifications you had and they just give it to you at a certain time of the day. So
Oh,
at 8
okay.
o'clock, I just see all my Twitter alerts real quick, just so I can just scroll through it because I don't have enough hours in a day anymore. So I'd rather just scroll
Right.
through Twitter like that just to see like what important news I missed out on,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. So I don't actively look for PS5s anymore.
Yeah. After I got mine, after I got mine, I just I didn't care anymore. I was like, all right, I got mine.
Right.
I got it from Amazon. I was with my girlfriend. We were just driving around, and I get a notification on my phone. The PS5 went up on Amazon, and I was like, oh. So I didn't even have good service either. So I was like panicking. I was like, because I had money put aside for it, and I was like, when I get the PS5, because I had bought a controller, and I bought the charging dock for the two controllers at launch.
I got one of those too.
Like, because I wanted to get one at launch, but I couldn't get it, so I ended up just getting the controller and the charging dock. So for like a good 6 months, I just had these just in my room, couldn't use them or anything, kept them in the box, and then randomly it went up on Amazon, and I was like, oh my god. So I tried doing it, and I ended up doing it somehow, and then within I think it was on a Tuesday night, and then it came to my house on the Saturday after, and then I set it up, and I didn't have a PS4 either, so I've been buying PS4 games and playing them for the first time. It's been a lot of fun. Back to what you were saying though, you got a Xbox Series X.
Yeah. So here, I got a Series X because here when we were moving, I had a $1,500 to $2,000 budget for a couch and love seat, and here at my girlfriend's uncle's place where she was living, there was a couch and love seat in his finished basement, but the cat scratched it all up on some of the arms or whatever.
Oh wow!
And we already have a cat, so we know that that's gonna happen if we buy new furniture anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly preferred this furniture because we already sat on it. We already found it comfortable. We were fine with it.
Okay.
So I talked to him. I'm like, hey, would it be possible if I can get this? If I could buy this couch and love seat off you? He's like, all right, I'll cut you a deal. If you can get me an Xbox Series X and a couple of games, the couch and love seat are yours. So I bought him. So the next day, I managed to get an Xbox Series X, a year of Game Pass, and Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate.
Nice.
So he was good for a year, and
nice.
So I managed to get all that for less than $800. I'm like, this is half the budget that I was going for. So I'm so proud of this.
That's not bad. That's not
And
bad
then I got
at
a
all.
Series S. Yeah, I got a Series S for myself though. I turned that thing into a N64 emulation machine.
Oh,
But now
really?
the Switch has N64. Yeah, because if you turn it to developer mode, you can add on RetroArch.
Oh wow.
But now there's a 64 emulator on the Switch, so now I almost don't need it.
I didn't even
But
bother
I
getting
play
the expansion pass. I don't use my Switch enough to do that. I'm already on a family thing for the online. I just have an N64 that I play games on once in a while.
I don't even have a 64, so I had to do this.
I got mine at a convention in 2016 for $50, and a
Not
couple
bad.
games over time. I got Mario Kart not too long ago, a few months ago.
Nice.
For $20, they had a copy of it at GameStop.
Wow.
Yeah, my friend was working there, and I saw it in the case. I was like, okay, I need that. I don't have money, but I need that. So I bought it.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's what a credit card's for. That's what I do.
Yeah, I don't even have a credit card. That's the problem.
Okay. Of course, when I say anything, if you're going to be talking anything, you got to say, this is not financial advice, just for legal reasons.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
whatever.
Don't do what we do with our money, okay?
This is not
For
financial
legal
advice.
reasons.
Um,
Not financial
but,
advice.
But originally, I got a credit card just to help my credit score, and I was able to get like cheap payments on my card too, so that was really nice. But now the main reason why I have a credit card is just to stack up on the rewards, because I always pay off my credit card, which for your credit score isn't very good for it. It just like keeps it stagnant because it just looks like you're not using credit. However, the credit card rewards I get from that is crazy. Like, again, I have like $520 in credit card rewards that I just got to use, and I'm just gonna be like just blowing that at too many games.
That's sick, man.
Yeah. So credit cards aren't awful as long as you're financially responsible. Like, a credit card is a fantastic idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta...
Again, not financial advice.
No, I know. I gotta eventually get a credit card because, I mean, I'm gonna need one. I just don't have one yet. I gotta figure all that out. Slowly but surely.
Do you know the story about how I was on a Family Guy DVD?
I think I remember seeing a video about that, but I don't remember. You could talk about it, though.
Okay. So, back in the day on Family Guy, when Brian was killed off, this was like the very early points of my channel too.
Oh man!
So I think.
Oh, now it's coming back.
This is probably when it was. Yeah, it was either when it was still Kyle on 01 or Kyle's Game Room before it was labeled KGR. This is when I lived in the first room. So here, of course, everyone and their mother is like overreacting about Brian's death on the internet. So, of course, me being the aspiring YouTuber that I was trying to be, I made a video on it, and I had a little fan theory on how it could come back. It was overly complicated, and it was nowhere close to what it was actually supposed to be. But he came back. So, a couple months later, here, the people who print the DVDs for Fox, Fox is not even in the name. I can't remember what the company's called, but they made a comment on my video. And at this time on YouTube, DMs were still a thing, and you could also see channel activity, whether it be them liking stuff or like them commenting on stuff, just from their YouTube channel. So from when I saw their channel, they were telling a lot of people the same thing they were telling me, like, yo, message us, we want to talk to you about something. And then they message us saying, hey, we're doing a little documentary with the developers of Family Guy, and we're talking about the fan reactions of Brian's death. So we want to use a part of your video on part of the special features in the DVD.
That's so cool.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so down. What do I gotta do? So first I had to print out the release form, and I didn't have a printer, so I went to the library, did that. So I signed that, and then they wanted me to fax it to them. I didn't have a faxing machine, so we go to this grocery store that has a faxing machine, and they give us the number that we gotta fax it to, and it doesn't work. So I'm messaging them, because thankfully they are like very fast at responding in the emails. So I'm messaging them. I'm like, hey, like I need to, like, I want to get on this DVD really bad, but the faxing thing is not working. We're trying. What can we do? So they say, okay, if you take a picture of the release form and take a closer picture of the signature, then that'll be close enough. Okay. I'm like, okay. So I do that. I send it, and they're like, all right, cool. Thanks. Silence after that. So I've been waiting like eagerly for months. They never sent me a DVD. And of course, there was a release form, so like I never got any royalties or anything from it. But then months later, it finally came into our game store as a used copy, so I can just borrow it and just fast forward through it and see if I'm on it. So, fast forwarding, and it takes forever for me to find this part, but I finally see myself on there, and I freak out, and like, because my family knew about this whole thing that it was happening, and they knew that I got the DVDs, so I'm looking for it. So as soon as they heard me freak out, they immediately rushed in the room. They're like, "Are you on it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here it is." So like the whole family's freaking out that I'm on a Family Guy DVD now. So that's something to bring to the not the family reunion, the graduation reunion. Yeah.
I was on a Family Guy DVD.
What are you doing? You got kids? Nah,
Brian Griffin died, and I was on a DVD.
I guess like nobody else responded to it. They probably saw it as spam or something or as a scammer. But I was the only one who took the bait because like I think I'm the only one that was on that DVD. At least in that
Oh,
section.
wow.
I didn't watch it after that because I didn't care. Like, I just wanted to see
Yeah.
myself.
Fair enough. That's awesome though. You should like find a copy of that DVD and then just have it like as like a relic.
I still do.
Like, oh, you still have it? Okay.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was working at Best Buy, you would have to like do these hot zone checks, so you gotta like inspect stuff. I was looking in the DVD section, and I see that Family Guy DVD. I'm like, oh my god, I don't think I told anybody here about this Family Guy story. So then I give them a light version of it.
I'm on this DVD.
I'm on this.
And they're like, no way.
Yeah, so when I made my video explaining what happened, I said, like, people want KGR merch, and I'm not creative enough to make KGR merch, but if you truly do want me in some type of, like, physical thing, buy this DVD, because I'm on there forever.
Yeah. I might have to buy a copy of it, honestly. Which one is it? It's the...
I think
is it
it's
like a specific season?
12?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll send you a Snapchat of it.
Okay.
And it's the one where like it shows Stewie all sad looking over the grave and it's like a purple background.
Okay. I'll have to hunt a copy down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's stupid cheap. But
Yeah.
once I become famous, man, it's gonna be valuable.
Yeah. 100%. That's awesome, man.
I think you wanted to talk about like what our favorite consoles were.
Yeah. What's your favorite console?
I had a hard time trying to narrow this down because like the PS3, especially the backwards compatible one, because you have like 3 generations to work with. But I had so many fond memories on PS3.
Yeah.
But
I never
whenever
had a PS3.
But whenever I boot up like my Wii or my Wii U or even my 3DS, it just hits so different. The feels.
Oh,
like,
yeah. 100%.
Whenever I hear that ambient music, like it just brings me back to a time.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm in the same boat.
so-
Honestly, those 3 systems alone, pure nostalgia for me. And the Xbox 360, that one too.
Dude, I never had a 360 as a kid. Because at the time,
I had to beg for one from my parents.
I had to beg for my PS3 because at the time, Guitar Hero wasn't on PS2 anymore, so I had to get the next generation.
Oh.
So I'm like, all right, I need a PS3. So I wanted, for my first PS3 games, I wanted Guitar Hero, Warriors of Rock, and Sonic 06. And I don't
really
regret
wanted
either.
Sonic 06.
dude, I promise you, dude, I do not regret that. Like, I play that game at least once a year.
Wow.
Like, I still love that game. I mean, there's times where it frustrates me, and by the time I'm done with the game, I'm like, thank Jesus, I don't want to touch this game again. A year later, I kind of want to play this game again.
Yeah, for the nostalgia. I get it.
Yeah, we all got our guilty pleasures.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, it might not run at a stable frame rate, but damn, Sonic 06 is definitely more fun than Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces runs at a great frame rate. It's a complete game, but the game's boring as shit. Sonic 06, though. Oh,
Yeah,
man. That
long,
game is
too.
eventful. It is a long game.
Yeah, there's like 3 different story arcs, and then they're all long on their own, and you combine all 3 of them together.
Yeah, then there's a final story.
I think I have a copy of the game. I think it's scratched, though, so I didn't get to play it too much, and I just never got it repaired. It's just been sitting on my shelf. I should probably do that, though. There's a game store by me where they have disc cleaners, so I could just bring my game in and like they could just clean it for me. I gotta do that.
Yeah, like our store does the same thing, but like our machine's like a $20,000 machine because it does.
Oh
like
yeah, the
50
ones they
discs
have
at
are
once.
expensive too. They have like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
We have one at each store, so that's enough for now. I guess.
How many stores do you guys have?
4 of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I try to keep where I work kind of secret
Yeah,
because
that's
I've
fair.
already been doxxed. I don't know how many times. So like,
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
trying to stay away from that.
Understandable. The one by me, I went to one of them like 2 years ago. It was my first time going. They're opening like 2 more of them in malls by me.
Mm.
So I'm probably gonna be going there a lot.
Nice.
I see myself going there a lot. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you. Oh wait, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say like, even though the pay shit at the store, there's so many perks. Like one of my favorite things was like just recently. So here there's a customer and a bunch of his friends, and it's their first time in the store. We're all vibing, having a good time, just chilling. Mm-hmm. And I find out the one works in a movie theater. I'm like, yo, what are the chances you could hook me up with a Sonic movie poster?
That's what I was gonna get to.
And at this point, this is months before the movie comes out, okay?
Yeah.
So this is a long shot. He's like, all right, I can try, man. But then he comes in more and more, and then turns out he's in a Donkey Kong. So I hook him up with Donkey Kong stuff. And here, just in the past week, he hooks me up with the poster, with them like with Sonic on the tornado. Mm-hmm. And at this point, this is my second poster. And of course, when he gives me this, I'm freaking out because it's an all-new poster. But the way I got the first poster was here. I got to an early screening of the movie. And during this early screening, there's a child that would not stop talking. And he would not stop asking questions. And then he projectile pukes right next to us.
Oh.
But I think he like drank too fast or something, because it just sounded like someone just dropped a slushie on the ground.
Oh, God.
And... yeah, and then they clean up in the bathroom, they come back, grab the stuff, and leave. And this is like during the bar scene. And then I guess crew members come in, they're investigating. No flashlights, by the way. So they're investigating, they just walk up and down the aisle. Yeah. So like it wasn't the most pleasurable experience in the first half of the movie. But the second half is the best part of the movie, in my opinion, anyway, so it don't matter. But
yeah,
I'm having a good time eventually. And here, we saw the mess. There was very tiny chunks, but it was mostly just liquid. So we leave the theater and we let a manager know. Not to act like Karens or complain about our experience. Like, we were like, hey, we just want to let you know, someone threw up next to us.
Yeah.
So we just want to make sure it gets cleaned up before the next screening, so someone doesn't flip out over it.
Good on you, man.
And then the guy was like, I just got off my break. Because I asked him, did anybody tell you this happened yet?
Immensely.
So then we're talking about the movie. He hooks us up with 2 new tickets so we could see a movie again. And I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that. And he's like, no, I want you to enjoy this movie. Come back, see this movie again. I'm like, all right, cool. So then we're talking about the post-credit scene. And I'm not going to spoil anything. But, man.
Yeah, the movie's too new right now.
Man.
Dude, I was so excited.
Dude, I was kicking. I was like trying not to scream.
I was over the roof, man. I was like, that's all they needed. As soon as I heard the one line from one of them,
yep,
I was like, oh no.
Yep. As soon as they shout out a number, I'm like, this is it. There we go. Let's go.
Instant money for studio.
Yep.
That's all they needed. That is all they needed. Oh my god.
So I'm talking to the manager about this post-credit scene, freaking out. And he, like, the vibes are there. So I decide to push my luck. I'm shooting my shot. I'm like, what are my chances of getting one of these posters? Because again, this is like premiere. Like, this is like before the actual launch date. This is like we saw on the 7th.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping like maybe like after the movie's done playing, they'll just write down my name and number, and then they'll just give it to me later. He's like, I'll be right back. And I guess I was assuming, he was probably just gonna talk to somebody about it. No, he comes out with a rolled up poster.
Nice.
And my legs turn into noodles. I drop to the ground. I'm crying. I'm like, I can't believe this.
That's
This is
awesome.
nuts.
Oh my god.
And then like I give the guy a hug, and he's like, "Hold on, now I might look for something else for you. Give me a sec." And I'm like, "Oh my god, there's more." And then he leaves and comes back, and he sounds slightly disappointed, but he comes out with a little marquee, and he's like, "Ah, I found this." Because again, you hear in the tone of his voice, he wanted to hook me up with something even better. And I'm like, no, like the fact that you're giving me like the posters as well as movie tickets, like I'm beyond grateful already.
Yeah.
So like I'm sitting there, and like during this time, I was like sick for like 2 weeks, so I had a hard time breathing and stuff because I was all super congested. So I'm getting all lightheaded, I'm getting loopy. Turns out it may have been like diabetic shock, because I found out a couple of days later I might be pre-diabetic. So I'm like, shit.
Sorry to hear that, man.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, my family has diabetes. I honestly, I've been waiting on it. I'm like, it's only a matter of time, and now it's here. It's whatever.
That's no way to live, though.
I guess. If I lose a foot, then cool. I collect disability, and I can focus on YouTube more. Cool. I'm down.
All right.
So, I mean, you got okay. Times might be shitty. This is the philosophy that I live by. There's times where like life beats the crap out of you. Okay, but if you focus on just the down things, you're gonna be a miserable person. So you gotta count your blessings. You gotta look at the ups at everything. So if I do lose my foot, it'll suck. Like shopping for shoes is gonna be stupid because I can't get half off. But but if I can collect disability, then cool. Or I might have to work from home. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Like you always gotta figure it out. Just keep your hopes high, or keep your head up, or other motivational words like that. Like don't be a Debbie Downer. Count your blessings.
Yeah.
And if you're miserable and you're in a shitty situation, figure out what that shitty situation is and figure how to get yourself out of there and make your life better.
Exactly.
I was a miserable little turd in high school. Now I'm as happy as I can be, dude. I'm living a dream. I'm a freaking man-child living in a room full of fucking games and action figures. I'm living my best life, man.
That's some good shit right there.
Yeah.
Great advice.
So, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So then one of my viewers to become best friends here when the first movie was playing, he worked at a theater. So he has the first movie poster for me.
Ooh.
But that's at his mom's house, so he doesn't live at his mom's anymore. So he's got to like go over there and actually dig for this thing, because it's already rolled up in one of those tubes and everything ready for me. So eventually I'm going to have all 3 posters.
That's awesome.
And
man.
when more movies come out, then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna fit it in the house, because I can't even fit it in the game room. I had to put these in the living room, and it takes up the whole wall, like all 3 of these posters, because I got a replica of the first one for now, just as a placeholder.
Yeah.
So, man, I love it.
Yeah, I only have
absolutely
one
love it.
authentic movie poster because my friend worked at a movie theater. It's a Fast and Furious 9 poster, but I only got that because like it was the best one that I could have gotten that they had. Because I didn't want a Space Jam 2 poster, and there were no Black Widow posters. I was very disappointed by that. I would have gotten one of those in a heartbeat, but yeah.
So, yeah. So the guy that hooked me up with the movie poster, there's a movie theater like right outside of our work. So
cool.
It turns out he works at that one. So the guy who hooked me up with the poster that had the Sonic and Tails on the tornado, he asked me, if there's any more you want, let me know. And I immediately said, I'm already pressing my luck. Again, I'm so grateful already. I'm like, would it be possible to get the Uncharted ones? I know someone who would really, really love it if they got it. So the next day he comes in with 2 Uncharted posters.
Nice.
So I immediately hit up my friends, because they know where I work, and I'm like, hey, come to my store. I have a surprise for you. And they come in, because they're huge Uncharted fans.
Yeah.
And they actually like the movie a lot. And
I haven't seen it yet. I gotta watch it.
I haven't seen it either. I think it's on Paramount now. Maybe. I don't know. But or it's on something. It's streaming somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's a
But
Sony movie. It's
here,
definitely yeah, it is a Sony movie. It's PlayStation.
oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. You're right.
yeah. I think it's gonna
But
go to Netflix. I think they have a deal with
ooh,
Netflix.
okay,
I think it's like
okay.
the next 4 years of movies are gonna go to Netflix, and then after like a year and a half, they can go to either Hulu or Disney Plus, depending on what movie it is. I heard about some licensing deal with
Okay.
that.
Nice.
So it might
So
end up on Disney Plus in like 2 years.
dude, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Like, so here turns out like, it's a husband and a wife that are around my age. Here, the wife absolutely loves the theater that we got it from.
Yeah.
So she talked about a bunch of memories that she has down there and stuff like that. And he shows me a picture of her like getting all excited in front of one of the posters at that theater. And I said, "What's funny is this actually might be the exact poster you took a picture with."
Oh wow.
So she freaked out even more because of that. So like they ordered frames and they're like super giddy, super excited. Like they're like super thankful.
That's awesome.
So it's like passing my blessings, I guess, and like passing it to others to like make others' lives better, I guess.
That's awesome, dude.
Sharing the fortune, that's the word.
Yeah.
That's the term.
Good shit, man.
So
well, my friend,
it was so awesome.
I gotta get going, so I'll wrap it up. Thank you for being here, Kyle.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, no problem, man. Been looking forward to this.
Me too.
You got anything you'd like to promote?
Besides action figure reviews, if you're into that, look up Kyle's Game Room. You'll find KGR. I do that. I also stream, so if you think I'm a cool vibe here, my chat is the exact same way. And even though I have 10,000 subs, it's still a small community, and it's a small, humble community. We all look out for each other.
Yeah.
In fact, here, one of my donations, I directly forwarded that to one of my viewers so she can see the Sonic movie because she's kind of hard on money right now.
Oh, that's good.
So she's seeing the movie real soon.
That's awesome.
So
Good shit, dude.
it's a great community. So come hang out.
Yeah, check out
Who
his
knows?
stuff.
I might have Jimmy on the streams every once in a while. Why not?
Yeah, man, I'd love to come on your streams anytime you want. Let me know.
Definitely. Yeah, dude. I'll probably gonna be streaming Sonic 06 here soon. I made a poll on what I should stream next. Either finish Sonic 06 or finish Sonic Adventure 2.
I think I
So I took a
voted for
pause
Sonic
for
Adventure
Kirby.
2.
Yeah, right now Sonic Adventure 2 is the most popular one. I'll just probably have you just on a stream for that. How about that?
Yeah, definitely. We can make that happen.
Like that and Sonic 06. Why not? Let's go.
Yeah, whatever it is, man. I'm down. Yeah,
All
that
right.
sounds good. All right, man. Hope you have a great day. Be sure to check out Kyle's stuff. If you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, share with your friends. If you're listening on the audio platforms, whether it's Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, be sure to give me a rating, hit the follow button, whatever it is on there. It's different for like every platform. Be sure to also follow the podcast on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Links below. And with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace out. All right, man. That was good.
All right.